What is up, my fellow creepers and things that go bump in the night? Welcome back to yet another episode of Creature of the Night. First off, a little out of breath. Merry Christmas, guys. We made it this far in 2020. You know, it hasn't totally killed us. You know, maybe not physically, you know, emotionally, spiritually, financially, you know, everything else. But physically, I mean, we're still standing, I guess. In the spirit of the day, you know, I thought I would do a Christmas related film. Not, you know, I'm not gonna throw out a horror movie about Santa or anything like that. But you know, I actually saw this today or the other day, depending on when you are seeing this video. And you know, being in Texas, we really don't get a lot of snow, so I thought it would be a cool thing to throw out a snow related movie. And I'm talking, of course, of 1997, Jack Frost.
Hell has just frozen over. Blow me.
Starring Scott McDonald, Christopher Allport, Stephen Mendel, F. William Parker, and and how do you say this? Yeah, that's all. That's it. Director Michael Coney. Writers, he actually did the story, Jeremy Page, as well as Michael Coney did the story, and he actually wrote the screenplay as well. Now, Jack Frost. Exactly how the title sounds, guys. Jack Frost, we all know that as a lovable, you know, snowman that comes to life or something like that, or you know, Frosty the Snowman or whatever. Kind of the same thing, but we took it to a dark twist, and kind of a comedic one at that. It is a horror comedy kind of movie. You know, I thought it would be perfect. You know, not too dark for the holidays. You know, although I don't care if I do scare you on Christmas either way. But you know, I thought it would be funny to do this, and like I said, it goes with that we don't get a lot of snow, or if any at all, in Texas. So yeah, Jack Frost, guys. So essentially, we see a serial killer whose name is Jack Frost. He is actually being transported for execution, and so as usual, something goes wrong. There's a bad blizzard going on, and the transport actually tips over and goes off the road. He breaks out, and as he's about to go kill one of the guards that's remaining, the van actually hit some kind of, like, I guess, thing that was holding chemicals, some kind of container holding chemicals, and it actually burst up, and it turns out it's acid. Now, let me finish. It goes all over Jack Frost, and he slowly starts melting into the ice. But the thing is, we later find out that this is not no ordinary acid. This was developed by a scientist that, I guess, a way to evolve, or you know, some way to keep on living, to be immortal when, you know, climate change or anything like that happens to the earth. We can like adapt. Our molecules can actually bond to, I'm guessing, like some kind of elemental or some kind of other matter that we can continue living. And so that's what happens here. When he melts, he actually melts into the ice, and he actually becomes one with the ice. It actually shows, you know, there is a cutscene where it shows that his cells, his blood cells and stuff, are like starting to bond with, you know, the molecular structure of snow, you know, and all that, and it takes life of its own. And you know, the scientist later on says, you know, it worked better than I expected, because it goes beyond. It actually shows that there is a human soul, and it's not just like some kind of little, you know, spiritual thing that leaves the body or anything. It's a chemical, or it's something that's in the body that, you know, that's physical, that we can eventually touch and stuff like that. Because how they put it, this acid was not only supposed to, you know, get us to keep living in a form or something like that. It's kind of like we change, or we alter into like a different being. So I don't know if we were supposed to carry on with our memories, excuse me, or like the person that we were. So if we were, for instance, a serial killer, we were supposed to become an entirely different person once we mended with this element or a different molecule and became something else. We were supposed to become an entirely different person. But it didn't happen because of the equation of having a soul. It actually, you know, transformed us and let us be who we were in life, and just keep on living. So yeah, exactly. There you go. A serial killer that's in the form of snow. His name was Jack Frost, so it kind of already, you know, it already goes hand in hand. And he, you know, the sheriff, the small town sheriff who actually caught him, he ends up going after him and making his life a living hell, killing all his friends about him. And the thing is, not only did this molecule change him and give him immortal life, you know, so to say. No, yeah, immortal. Once you find out at the end, yeah, he kind of is immortal. So keep that in mind when you're watching the film. It is comedic. There is some tasteful nudity and like I think like maybe one sex scene, I guess you would call it. So yeah, it's one of those films where we were still showing that going on. It actually gave him like super strength, so he was able to do certain things that no other human being could do. Now there is when they start bodies start popping up. The first body is a person who's completely frozen, but it turns out his vertebrae is actually cracked in two places. But it was a quick, clean break, and there's no bruising around the face because they said it was like something soft like covered his face, and that's what broke it with one swift move. So the snow being soft, but it like what was insane was the quick break and how accurately it just happened, like the super strength. And then also there's a scene where somebody tries to hack him with the axe, and he grabs the axe, not hacking the person who was coming after him. The snowman shoves the axe handle down the throat, but it's not like you're wiggling it and you're forcing it down. Pause. You're wiggling it and forcing it down. It was just quick, boom, down the throat. That's it. And there was no other tearing or anything like that. It was just one swift move. Like that's how incredibly powerful he is. But not only with that, he can actually melt and refreeze at will. So he can get through doors. He can get through doggy doors. He can get through any kind of opening. He just has to melt down and then he reshapes. So I thought it was funny. There's a lot of jump the shark or jump the board moments with this, but it was it kind of kept me engaged. It didn't keep me at the edge of my seat, but my eyes were fixed on it the whole time. I was actually doing other stuff and getting ready for other videos while simultaneously watching it, but I could not take my eyes off the screen. It was pretty good, and I can't believe I waited this long to watch that. And I know there's a lot of other ones I need to check out. But so as they figure out that the snowman is the one who's killing people and he's actually continue living, that the FBI had actually lied, and so the way that they being a snowman before, I was like, I try to call it before, seeing it, they're gonna melt him and that's it. No, they kind of keep him at bay. It does hurt him with like blow dryers and stuff like that, but it doesn't. They even throw him into a furnace and he completely melts, but he evaporates and he just forms up again into snow. So there's no way to really kill him until the way they found the way to, like, I guess, kill him was really fucking stupid in my opinion. It was really weird and funny at the same time. The sheriff's son was actually making him oats, like his special kind of oats, and he's like, when they're coming after him, they're stuck in the car. He actually throws this oatmeal or whatever, the oats, at him, and it starts like melting him and like physically actually hurting him. He's actually crying out in pain, and it actually shows his snow turning back into human, like turning back into tissue, blood and stuff like that. And he's asking like, what did you do? What did you put in there? He said, well, I didn't want the oats to freeze on you, so he put antifreeze in the oats that he wanted his dad to eat. So antifreeze, not a pleasant thing, I know from experience. But yeah, I don't know how the kid thought that was gonna be okay, but yeah, antifreeze. And so they actually fill up a truck, the truck bed full of antifreeze, and the sheriff goes toe to toe with the snowman, and he actually ends up tackling him out the window. Don't know how that's possible, snow, but whatever. He tackles him out the window, and they land together. And the sheriff's actually being forced to hold him down underneath the antifreeze, and eliminate him. And after doing so, after he completely dissolves and dies, they actually refill the antifreeze bottles with the antifreeze that's in the bed of the truck, and then bury it. But at the end of it, obviously, horror films, the antifreeze in the bottle starts bubbling and the bottle starts moving, and it kind of cuts the black, and that's when we see the credits. So I thought it was very good, guys. I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. It was funny, and I thought it was extremely entertaining. So I do highly recommend it. I actually saw it on Amazon Prime, so go check it out. And I know there's a second one, so I'm gonna go check that out a little bit later. But yeah, guys, 2 thumbs up for me. Hilarious. I know there's a lot of people don't like any kind of other genre mixed with horror. They just want horror to be horror. It's supposed to be scary. Guys, there's a lot of genres out there. There's a lot of genres that intertwine and become new genres. Just, guys, go bear with it. Check it out. Let me know what you thought about it. You leave your comments below and let me know. You know what I mean? Subscribe. Hit that little bell to keep up with me, guys. Share. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Merry Xmas, whatever you want to say. Don't want to offend anybody, but Have a good holiday, guys. Be safe out there. 2020 is almost over. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's survive the end. Let's not let this year beat us, guys. Alrighty. And remember, I know it's Christmas, but if you're not sinning, you're not having fun. Rock on, guys.